So can I understand silence means all clear? Then your wish, guys. .m2 is a local directory. Okay, .m2 is a local directory. Whenever you pull the dependencies from the remote repository, it will come first local repository, that is .m2 it will store. From there you can access. I mean, next time if you try to run the same goal, no need to go your request to remote repository, it will fetch from .m2. If you go .m2, you can easily understand the files are going to store whatever dependencies you have installed, those dependencies stored in your .m2. That is local repository. Any questions? Clear? Yeah. Okay, anyway, so let's start the process now. First, I need to install instance. Guys, I'm going to start Docker maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Okay. This is monolithic approach. Let me run one project here, monolithic approach. We can directly host it into the Tomcat server today. And then tomorrow onwards, we are going to enter Docker. So Docker and Kubernetes, very important. If you attend like a switch on off, I can't do anything. DevOps means microservices, not monolithic. No one are at this time, no one is using monolithic. Everything, everywhere, microservices only. Okay. What you need to do, the prerequisite, first you need to understand what is load balancer, what is auto scaling, how auto scaling is created, same application, EC2 instance. Everything you can write in your books carefully. Those are the dependencies only. If you know that concept, Kubernetes is very, very easy. Otherwise, it's very, very difficult. Okay, let me launch one instance. Guys, once again, I'm saying that as a DevOps engineer, at least we will be strong. Four tools. One is Terraform, Docker, Jenkins, Kubernetes. These four is very, very important. If you know these four, that's it. No need to learn every tool. And parallelly AWS. You know only AWS, Kubernetes, and Terraform also fine. Okay. These four are very, very, very important. So we are done only one tool in that case, that is Terraform only. So we need to learn three more tools in depth, that is Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes. Jenkins already we went something, right? So next Docker and Kubernetes. So Docker and Kubernetes, it will take at least 1 month to complete. Here we will go in depth, okay? We'll go in depth here. So don't expect like 10 days to complete all. In that case, the training will complete in 45 days, right? Already created now, Maven. Then why I'm creating again? Okay. Okay. So first I need to install Maven. If you want to run Maven commands in your system, Maven will be there, right? M install Maven -y. So the backend Java also will install required for Maven. Done. So to verify MVN, so all Maven commands will work MVN. Okay, MVN start, MVN like that. See, my Maven, my Java version is 17 is downloaded along with the Maven. So Maven is 3.8.4. Is this clear? Okay. So now your Maven is there. You need to source code to run your goals, right? So in that case, Git version I will verify. Git is not found, right? M install git-y. Okay, install, right? Git also install. Now, developers already pushed their code into GitHub, right? You can clone it first. First step is what? Clone it. So git clone. What is the project you can take? So here I'm taking project one Maven, Jenkins, CI/CD, Docker, EKS. So you just at this time you need to focus only Maven only, not for Jenkins files, not for Docker file, not for Kubernetes files, right? I mean, this project will extend to microservices also. This project will discuss no monolithic, right? It will extend to microservices next time. So this same project we can work. I mean, this is just sample project. We are going to do multiple projects only. So I'm going to clone now. So SSH is there. I don't know. No, not there. This is new instance, right? So I'll just go with HTTPS. I'm not going to push anything, right? That's what I'm going to clone just. Okay, I have cloned some project. Okay, I have cloned some project that is a Java project. CD, okay, give ls, CD project one. So what is this project? What is this source code? It is not your job. That is developers already pushed this code into GitHub. You can clone from the GitHub. You can run your Maven goals. If you now you are in this project, right? Give ls something. Web apps is there, right? Web apps, CD web app, or otherwise you can give tree command also. We'll see everything. ls src. The src means what? Source code. Main. It's a main source code. ls cd web app. Sorry, web app. Oh my God. Okay. ls index.jsp. This is the code, something. So I don't know what code it is. So in our developers case, they have written something code it is. So this is something related to code. So okay, I'll just come back here. Okay, I'll just into my working directory now. CD project. Okay, I'm in my working directory and now I switch to my project. So your project is on already, right? If you can give tree command, tree is not find route. M install tree -y. Once you install tree, you are able to see the enter folder structure, right? So now what I'm going to do now, so everything is clear. My code is ready. Now what you need to do, just a minute. Okay. So guys, what I need to do now? So your code is ready, right? The dependency is already added by your developer. So you need to run generate some final outcome. That is var file or jar file, right? Okay, let's come now here. Yesterday I have already shared the document to you, right? Mav and running nodes. So these are the goals what I discussed till now. Clean, validate, compile, test, package, verify, install, deploy. So clean means what? Project will be clean if there is unnecessary files. Validate, just for validate the, see what like Terraform validate, is there anything, any issues is there, like syntax issue, something like that. It is not a recommend, it is not a, important one, just leave it. But main thing is compile. Compile means what will happen here? It will convert into, yes, convert into .java files to class files. I mean, mission understandable language. Test means if there is any test cases, test the test cases. Package means package for all the files and generate one final var or jar file or ER file. Install means both are same. Package and install both are same. But install, if you run the command, means the same var or jar file maintained into .m2 also, local repository also. But package means package will not generate any jar var file into .m2. It will generate into the same project directory in the target. Understand the differences all? Okay, let's now run it. So if you can see here, my pom.xml is there here, right? In that case, you are able to run your goals. So first goal, I'm going to run mvn clean, just for understanding. Okay, clean the repository. So if you can see, clean the repository. Now, if I give mvn package or test, if any test cases will be there, it is going to run the test cases. See, to test the test cases, it will download from required dependencies from remote repository. If you can see .repo mvn apache org. Understand? The first time it will take from there. Now, if you can give the same mvn test, see, quickly done. It is not taking from remote. Why? Already it is stored in your .m2. If you can go and check, it will be there. Next time it will take from local only. No need to go your request to remote. Understand? Okay. Now, if I give mvn package, if it is a web application, var file will created. If it is a Java application, jar file will created. Jar file is a backend application. We cannot access jar file directly. We need to configure any web application before. Front end, we can access, right? See, if I package means required package dependencies taking from remote. First time I ran, right? Next time it will not take, it will take from the local. See, if you can go from here cd.m2. This is Linux. Don't go and check in your Windows M2. Your M2 is there here only. How to check? How to check? Dot files, how to check? What is the command? ls. Understand? Okay, where is here the .m2? Okay, I'm in this directory, right? Okay, let me explain first, then we can go for .m2. So if you can see now here, I have given what? Package, right? Package means what? It is created a one var file. See, web.var file. It's installed in where? In your generated in your project, inside web app, inside targets, web app.var. So the target folder will create whenever you are whenever you run a goal package or install only. Understand? And also you need to understand target folder will create, I mean, inside target folder only web app.var or jar or here is going to create. And if you run compile, the compile related information also created in target folder only. C class. Okay. Okay. For example, if I run now mv install, it's same work like a package, but understand the difference now. See here. The difference is, see here. We have seen this statement before, right? The additionally one is added here. Install is going to store under root.m2 repositories, come examples, Maven project, web app inside war file also created. Two areas it is created if you install command, if you install goal, if you are giving. So for example, if I want to verify that cd.m2 directly, okay, I'm in M2, right? So now you can go to where? Repositories, cd repositories. Next, come. Next, example. I'm explaining here. Next, Maven project. Next, web app. Go inside ls. Next, where? Snapshot. cd 1.0 snapshot ls. See, var file is created here also, along with your project directory. Now we'll verify in your project directory. cd project 1 ls. So cd web app. Just leave it for all other files. I'm explaining only var file, Maven related information only. Docker file is comes under Docker file information. AML files will comes under Kubernetes information. But at this time we don't know, right? Where focus is on only Maven web apps project. What is Docker file? What is Kubernetes? We'll discuss in the later this project. Okay, I'm in web app. Where should I go to check my var file? Target. See, webapps.var is there. Understand? This var file is a final outcome. You can host it into any deployment any deployment server. So we are going to host into the Tomcat server usually. To host this var file, we need some server, that is Tomcat server. Understand? Yeah. Till here, any doubts? Any project you can clone and run the goals only. Your final goal is install. Understand? Your final goal is install. If install means var file will come. There is a deploy goal also, but deploy goal we need to deploy in the any server by using deploy goal. But that is little different. Anyway, we are following this process only. We can install it or package it first, generating var file. We can deploy it into the server by copy command, using the copy command here. But the same process we can do by using Jenkins. The Jenkins has to take care from the Git to deploy. Jenkins has to run first Git clone. Jenkins has to run next Maven goal, and Jenkins has to deploy this var file into server. The three steps taken care by Jenkins. Is this clear, everyone? Okay. So my var file is ready. Okay. My source code is ready in the form of var file. In this var file contains dependencies and all. Now I need to deploy this var file in some server, right? That is Tomcat server. So the installation process and Tomcat configuration little difficult. Just focus here. Okay, we need to follow some steps here. Okay, till here clear, guys? Maven, anyone has any doubts? So in Maven, we need to focus only two things: Formulated XML, how it will work only, and next, what are the goals we need to run? That's it only. Even Formulated XML, you are not a person to taking care, but you are the person to taking care to run a goals from the source code. Take the source code and run a goals and generate a var or jar files. Is this clear, everyone? Yeah, your pipeline has to take care. Okay, let's come now. Tomcat. So I have Tomcat also. I will give the notes how to configure and the steps and all. These we need to configure in the Tomcat. Okay, little difficult. Just understand only. There is no rocket science. Very easy only. Just I'm saying. I think this statement for your understanding only. Tomcat is an open source web server. Okay, and so the it will comes from Apache family only. Okay, same Apache family. So Java-based applications, if you want to host Java-based applications, we are using Tomcat. So the Java project, if you deploy means Java-related WAR file will come, right? So we need to host it to the Java-related application server. That is Tomcat. That's it. Okay. So now, how to install Tomcat first? So Tomcat as a it comes from Apache family. So it usually we can use Tomcat server to host Java-based applications. Understand? It's a free of cost open source server. I mean, you need to pay for EC2 cost only, EC2 running cost only, not for Tomcat. Understand? So if you can come now installation process. Yeah, we need to write a script to run the goals. Exactly. If you want to see, come here. See here. My pipeline is to first what? MVN clean, MVN test, MVN install. Do I need to run 3? If you run MVN install, automatically test will run, clean will run, the before all stages will run, right? Just for understanding, I'm just I ran this. You can remove, you can run only that. That's it only. Deployment, take that path and deploy to the Tomcat server. Only 2-3 steps. Okay, so let me come out from this Maven project. Okay, so now I need to deploy this var file, my webapp.var file into my Tomcat server. Why Tomcat? Tomcat will support Java-based applications projects to host into the server. So this is Java related project so that I'm going to host it into that Tomcat server. First, I need to install Tomcat server in my EC2 instance, right? How to install Tomcat server? You can go directly Tomcat download. You can take from here. So we have a zip format, tar.gz format. You can take any format. Okay. You can take any format. Already I have mentioned here, not here. You can take reference here also, your wish completely. If you can take this directly, you can take 9.0.86 will come, or you can take from there also. This is updated one only. You can copy it from here. Okay. So wget already is pasted, right? Copied, right? Okay. Tomcat is downloaded. ls. Which format it is downloaded? tar.gz. What I need to do now? Untar means tar minus xv unzip na. This is tar format. So Apache untar it, right? The Linux command we have discussed right already. How to do it? ls. So this is the my Tomcat. Okay. You can rename it if required for the simple name. Okay. Before that, I'm going to delete this one, tar one. rm minus rf. Okay. Tar is not required this time, right? No. Okay, so I'm going to change the name for better understanding. Tomcat. ls, is this clear? This is my Tomcat server. Okay. So guys, what we can understand by default, Tomcat will run port 8080. Okay, Tomcat server will run port 8080. Remember that. We have EC2 just server. Okay. If you want to host that application, you needed the respect to server again, right? For example, this server, can you create any tables? Can you create any tables? MySQL tables in this server? Okay. In your laptop, work as a server, right? Your laptop work like a server, right? Understand or not? Your laptop work like a server or not? Yes. Are you able to create tables in your laptop? I mean, I'm not talking about Excel tables. I'm talking about MySQL. Are you able to create database? You can do it when? Hmm? If you can install MySQL. Sir, already laptop is there, na, sir. Why MySQL means? If you need MySQL tables, you need to install MySQL tables. If you want to deploy your Java application, you need Java hosted server, Tomcat server. Like that, it will work. Server means just server only. I don't know it is a web server or application server or database server. It's an empty one. If you can install DB, this server work like a database server. If you take this server and install one application, this server work like application server. If you can take this server, install any web application, this server work like a web server. Understand? In that case, if you can take a 3-tier architecture, if all servers we can take 3 instances only we can take, but each instance will work like a web layer, application layer, DB layer. But all are instances only, right? We are install on top of that instance work like a DB. This instance work like an application. When we can install on top of the EC2 instance. Is this clear? Okay. Question from Jenkins also same. Yes, Jenkins also same 8080. But I'm saying here, it's a default port number is 8080. It is not always 8080 port number for Tomcat. You can change it. How to change and everything I will take care. Don't worry. Okay. Okay. My Tomcat I have installed. Let's go to my Tomcat first. LS. Here so many things are there. Here what we can understand, the important one is, first one is CD bin. Go for CD bin. LS. Here startup.sh, shutdown.sh is there, right? If you want to start your Tomcat server, you need to give startup.sh. If you want to stop your Tomcat server, you can shut down.sh. So that is there in your bin folder. Understand? So if I want to start my Tomcat server, I will go into cd bin first, ls startup dot sh. What happened? Sorry, sh I need to give, right? It's a shell script, right? Tomcat started, right? How to access? Take this public IP. Which port number by default? By default 8080. We can change it later if required. Okay, let me check my security groups. Maven security groups. Here. Okay, 22 is only enabled, right? Let me open all traffic anyway. Edit inbound rule. All traffic. Anywhere IPv4. Save rule. Just refresh here. Just refresh here. You are able to see Tomcat server. This is cat, okay? Not dog. See. Cat. Tiger, huh? All yellow color cats are not tigers, okay? This is cat, that's what Tomcat. Tom plus cat, Tomcat, okay? What error is getting? See, you are trying to run same port number, different applications, right? One port will run first Jenkins. If you are trying to start your port on the same port is already allocated. So it is not going to give access for your Tomcat. You need to change your Tomcat. Yeah. Is this clear, everyone? So just I have access my Tomcat server, but here there is some story, the backend what you need to do. For example, guys, if you want to host any application, the related information will there in manager apps. But what is the error here? You are a unauthorized person to access manager apps. Why? By default, Tomcat server will not access from external. It will access from internal only. But we are accessing from external, right? Traffic is going from out to Tomcat server. It will not allow like that. So to do that, they are saying some stories here. So to do that, you have to go for, okay, if you wish to modify the restrictions, you will need to edit the manager context.xml file. I mean, in the context.xml, there is a manager's related information is there. There is some restrictions in that file. You need to release that restrictions, remove the restrictions, then you are able to access your manager apps. That's what the intention it is here. Understand? Okay. Anyway, come to here. This is Tomcat again. So what I'm going to do here, if you want to change the port number in the Tomcat, sorry. Yeah, I'm here, right? CD back. ls. Yeah, if you want to change the port here, go to cd configs ls. Here, cat, I think Tomcat users.xml. Let me check. Maybe this is not updated one. Anyway, no problem. I'll just go directly. Okay, if I want to do here, servers.xml vi. Let me check here. See here, my port number is what? 880 your connector, right? So you can change it into 881 also. It will work, no problem. Okay, let me change it. 881. So where it is under config server.xml. Okay. Okay, already there here. Okay. To change port number config server.xml by default 8080. By default port is 8080. This is installation steps only. Okay, I have changed my port number, right? Let's come to Tomcat. Go to cd bin and ls sh shutdown .sh. I have stopped my Tomcat server, and again I'm going to start my Tomcat server. Okay, so now you can go to verify where should I go, my port number again, cd config, right? And inside server.xml vi server.xml. See 881 is there, right? Okay, it is saved now. Now you can access this one. Just refresh here. Gone. Why 8? Now it is not 880, right? It is 881 coming. Is this clear? To change port number, where should I go? Config file under server.xml. Okay. That's what I have mentioned in the document also. You can verify it. Everything I have mentioned here. Okay. And generated var file in this path, Tomcat web apps. So let's come now. Yeah, server.xml. Now generated one, see here. Okay, cd back ls. See, if I have a var file, So I need to host into your Tomcat server, right? It will get an entry question also. Where should you host your application? I mean your WAR file that is in web apps. Okay. So go to CD web apps. Here you need to move your WAR file into your Maven to here, Maven repository to here. You can use the copy command, right? We can move from there to here also. Okay. So that's what we have mentioned here also, same thing. To generated WAR file should be placed in Tomcat web apps path. Then you can access your Tomcat. We are able to access your application. Is this clear? But before that, I need to do some changes here, right? Manager app is unable to access, right? So we can see if you host your application, you are able to see your application inside your Tomcat in a UI also. To see that UI, we need to do some changes here. Okay, we need to do some changes. Context.xml, we need to do some changes. So just to follow this document, you can easily understand everything. So till here clear, right? Install Tomcat and change the port number and where we are going to host your WAR file. Next, this is. So I need to change context.xml. That's what they are saying, right? You will need edit managers context.ml to release the restrictions. 403 access denied, right? 403 access denied, but you don't have access. So I need to remove the restrictions first. To remove the restriction, where should I go? Managers context.xml file. So come here. Find the, this is the command in the Linux command we can use to find any file. Why context.xml? Why context.xml? I need to do some changes there only. They are saying to edit the restrictions there in that file only. If you want to release that restrictions, you need to do modification in that file. Understand? Okay, let me check this command. Okay, on the name of context.xml, I'm able to see now my result. I got 5 files, but I need to do changes here. Manager related files only. That's what they are saying, right? They're saying here manager related files only, not for all files. Managers. So come now here. See, how many files are there? The related managers. In this, any managers are there? No. In this? No. In this? No. In this? Yes. In this? Yes. 2 files we have. So in that case, I need to modify 2 files. Clear? Okay. So if you have any doubts, I have given already path. Directly you can go. But you need to understand here one thing. Here OPT is there, right? Here OPT is there, right? But in my end, there is no OPT, right? Why? Directly install Tomcat. I haven't installed in any OPT directory. Understand? Otherwise, if you have any confusions, you can do it like this also. LS, my Tomcat is directly there in my root, right? You can move into the root directory OPT. Then you can do it. How to move it? MV, Tomcat, OPT. LS, no Tomcat, right? Now, CD OPT, sorry, CD OPT, Tomcat is there. Is this clear? So in that case, again, if you can give the find command. Sorry. Yeah, your Tomcat there in OPT directory, right? Again, if you can give that command, find command. Now it comes OPT. Understand? Okay. So now I need to do changes in how many files? 2 files only. Last 2 files. Is this clear? The first file vi. How did it using the vi command only, right? Copy, paste it. This is the file. I need to do some modifications. What are the modifications? So here only. Here, yeah, here if you can see here, the class name it is and allowed to 127. I mean the range it will start from 127. It will only allow. The condition is there. But I'm not inside of this CIDR range of the Tomcat. I'm outside of the range. I'm accessing from external. So this line I'm going to comment it. So it will not access. It will not work if I comment it, right? So if you can go here, the same thing I have given here. Add comment it below 2 lines. So how to comment? You have to start like this. Okay. See, I need to add these 2 lines in before. Just come here. Give insert first. What is the first step? How to comment first? Give less than exclamations like this and comment give dot, otherwise give some space like this. So these restrictions you have removed now. So it will, I mean, this restriction is to allow only inside network people only. Others, if you are anyone is trying to access from outside of the Tomcat, it will, some restrictions are there in that. So they are saying the same thing. If you want to remove the restrictions, by default, managers is only accessible from browser running in the same mission as a Tomcat. But if you wish to modify these restrictions, you will need to edit this manager.contextml. So this browser running in the same mission, but it is not running in the same mission, right? We are accessing from different area. In that case, I'm going to comment that action. Whatever restriction is there, I'm going to comment that action. Understand? So if it is comment means it will not work this line. It will not work means the restrictions will not work. Understand? Escape WQ. Hold. Now what is the next manager's XML? This one, right? Last one. Copy. VI. Paste it. Same here also. These two. Here also, I need to comment it. Insert. Save. Okay. These two done, right? Now you can refresh this page. Status report not found. Okay. I got it. The server did not find a current representative target resource is not willing to disclose one exist. Okay, no problem. So here we have done 2 changes, right? Okay, leave it for that error. We have done same 2 changes, right? One is for host manager, one is for manager. Okay. The next step is required username and password to login. So to log in your Tomcat, I need to go this config file and add your custom username and password. Okay, this is also condition we have. Otherwise, add below content directly. Go for this path. Okay. See, if you can see here, we need to create some roles in Tomcat. The roles means your Jenkins has to run your Tomcat server. Okay, you can access the Tomcat server. You can access through script. You can access through UI. So many actions we have, right? If you can see the role name for manager GUI, user interface, graphical user interface, you need to run. If you want to run through script, you need to go with that. Like that, if you can see, manager GUI role is there and a deployer something role is there. and for that password is there. I mean, what is the intention is that if you run through script means Jenkins file script, right? You need to enable this role, or you can access directly from UI like this. You need to enable manager GUI role. Already few roles are there, but not much roles. I'm going to add this entire roles content into the Tomcat. Let's go to add it. Where it is? VI Tomcat users.xml, right? Okay, where it is? CD config ls Tomcat users.xml. This one, right? VI Tomcat XML. Come down. See, these are the roles. Okay, these are the roles we have already. It's a commented one. So I'm going to uncomment these roles and add from external roles also. These roles are maybe okay. Here, if you can see these roles, there is no GUI, there is no script roles and something, right? The existing one, there is no script roles means your Jenkins unable to find this Tomcat path. In the next labs, I'm saying that. So better to remove this one. So insert, don't remove Tomcat user, just remove till here only. Okay, take this here, the existing users, copy, paste it. Okay, you need to carefully paste this thing. Sorry, clear? So I have added script role name, manager script role name also additionally, and created username admin, password admin for this role. GUI role, admin password I have given, and the same password for manager scripts, manager JMX, manager status. These are for different one, status and all. Okay, so let's close it. If you do small mistake also here, it will not work. This is very sensitive area. WQ, if you do any mistake, it will not work. Okay, now I'm going to shut down once and restart again. Tomcat ls cd bin ls sh shutdown.sh sh startup.sh. Okay, now first we can access 8081 control V 8081. Okay, I'm accessing my Tomcat. Go to manager app. It is asking username, password, right? Give admin. Okay, why admin? I have given my username, password, admin here. Understand? So now if you can see, I'm able to see manager apps also. Here, these are the some different. So if you can see, this is the path, docs, examples, host manager. So let's come here to see here, cd back, ls, cd web app, ls, examples, docs, host manager, right? This we are able to see here. I mean, web apps we are able to see here. If you are going to host any application here, it will come here. Understand? Clear, everyone? Just you need to follow this script process only. This is for everywhere same. You have to do that. Okay. So now you tell me guys, I want to host my var file into this web apps location to access my application. So if you can see, is there any web app var? No, right? So I need to host it into that here. So what I can do now, cd back, just come back to everything. Cd home. Okay. ls cd project ls web app cd web app ls cd target ls. This var file you need to move into where? Tomcat web apps. Where is your Tomcat? Under OPD directory now, right? So how to move here? Or copy. We can use copy also, no problem, right? Copy. Okay. Web app. So copy. So here only web app.var. Okay, no problem. Web app.var. Now, what is the path? Okay, I will give little hint to you. Come back everything. Come back everything. ls cd opt only, right? cd opt ls cd tomcat ls web apps only, right? Here only need to move, right? cd web apps ls, right? Give pwd here. Copy this path. You can give in the target level. Understand what I'm trying to say here? So now come back. cd home, cd project, go to there, cd web app ls cd target ls. So this web app.var, paste here. Okay, cp, right? Or mv. You can give mv also, no problem. Paste it. Done. ls, there is no web app.var. It is already moved into the Tomcat web apps location. How to verify it? ls, sorry, I need to go to cd opt and ls cd tomcat ls cd web apps ls. Came, right? Var file. So now you can see here, refresh here, web apps came here, right? Now you can come here, give your web app application. This is the application. Understand? So whatever application I have written here in my source code, I'm able to access by using Tomcat. So here Tomcat port number mandatory and your path of your application. Path of your application also mandatory. This is hosting process. So for that, before you need to do this activity, big activity, right? So actually the whatever we are doing, this process is to release the restrictions only. We are not adding any new process here. Some restrictions are there by default in Tomcat. We are changing the restrictions by using these steps. Understand? The first you need to follow, install Tomcat. To start and stop, to change port number, go here. And generated var file should be placed in web app path. And then some restrictions are there to access your Tomcat web app manager. So come here. You can go to do some changes this manager XML files to uncomment it, sorry, comment it, and add some roles, Tomcat roles to run script and GUI and all. That's it. In the role itself, I have admin for manager GUI. You can use that. Understand? It is bit tricky, sir. Tricky only. Tricky means if someone will come and say these roles, say this process, no one will say that. It is there in Google only. You can take from there and do it only. So how can I remember this one, first of all? How can I remember this one? I too don't know. The restrictions, I'm just removing the restrictions by using these roles. This is saying the Tomcat only. Tricky means success. Is this clear, everyone? The Tomcat and all. Okay. Here, one thing we need to understand, guys. One more thing here. In my Tomcat, in my Tomcat, so for example, okay, here web app.var is there, right? If you install again, I mean Maven goal install, if you give same path means it is overwrite existing one. Understand? It will overwrite. Yeah. For example, mkdir test ls. Now test is there, right? mv web app var move to test ls. There is no web app var here, right? Inside web apps. Now we can verify. Done, right? So now you can verify. Path is correct. Here path is correct. So actually we need to create inside web apps and test. Like this we need to create. So where I just created this one. Okay. My test is there in web apps only, right? Okay, web apps test we can try. Web apps are web app apps, right? Add yes, sir. I have added, right? Okay, let's go and verify now again. So go to manager apps. This is the test, right? Test is not available. Let's go to do some R&D here. Need to shut and start. No, already updated, right? In my UI. Already updated, right? Manager apps. If it will not update, we can do it. It is updated, right? Already. So I can do one thing here. Test also we have tried, right? Not working. Okay, let's go to do some changes here. So I'm in web apps, right? ls inside web apps, there is a test. Okay. Why it is removed? Okay. Okay, got it, got it. This web app is created there only, right? Okay. cd cd test ls mv web app.var means what? Current directory, right? Okay, it has to store into outside, right? In this case, double dot, right? ls, nothing is there, right? cd back test ls is there, right? Now, again, we can verify. Web app It is working, right? So what I can do now, we move to test, go to tests, go to test. See, now I'm in the web app, right? So what I can do now, in my, okay. So what I'm going to do now, yeah, under web apps, it is taking this path only, right? Web app path. So what I'm going to do now here, in the web app, I'm going to create test. Okay, this is the project, right? ls. Okay, this is created in that web app and web app.var. rm minus rf test ls. It works now. No, it's not working, right? We'll try now. One more time. mkdir test. I'll just give demo. ls. Demo is there right now. So I'm going to move my web app into the demo. Okay. So mv web app web app.var. It will not take to mv web app to demo, right? mv web app.var to demo, right? ls, nothing is there. cd demo ls. Okay. Now we can see here first demo. It is not accessing. Why? Web app. Okay. Clear? If different path, you have to give the your project path web app. Like this also we can do it, but default path is inside directly web apps. If you create any different directory means you can give like this way. For example, if you want to host multiple applications, multiple vars, you can clear like this, right? Demo is for one application. Next, you can create one more directory, test something, you can give test path. You can give one more directory, you can give that path. Like that, you can host same Tomcat server, multiple applications. But the issue is here, we need to understand here. But issue is to understand here. But to give high availability is very difficult. When I say high availability, one application is running, so multiple people are going to access for this, for example. Okay. So if I want to host, for example, 10 applications here, understand it clearly. 10 applications running in one EC2 instance. I mean, inside one Tomcat server. If I want to give high availability, you need to configure load balancer and also auto scaling group. Understand or not? Node high availability and this high availability. So in the 10 applications means you need to give 10 auto scalings. And coming to load balancer, we have a path-based load balancer. One load balancer will find for to give the different paths. Otherwise, you can create 10 load balancers, different load balancers required. So what happened finally? The architecture is going to increase. Okay, you are going to increase complexity, right? Each application, each auto scaling group to give high availability. Something you have to take care everything by you only. Understand what I'm trying to say? But this same process, if you can do by Docker, we have a Kubernetes taking care of everything. We have a YAML files in the, for example, 10 applications are there, right? 10 YAML files we can create. In 10 YAML files, we can define everything. It is taken care by Kubernetes. No need to take care by you. But here, there is no concept of any YAML files. You need to go and create auto scaling groups. You need to create a load balancer group manually, and whatever it is, Terraform, whatever its configurations is required. If you go with Terraform, if you go with manual process also, you are going to create the infrastructure, right? Create the means complexity is going to increase. One application, one auto scaling group, one load balance means if it is 100 applications, you need to take care of 100 load balance, 100 auto scalings. That you need to take care in the monolithic approach. But when I say monolithic, you should not deploy multiple applications of one EC2 instance, first of all. Understand, one application, one server. Now you tell me guys, your server size is, for example, the configurations, minimum configurations are 8 GBs or something is there, something, right? But this application size is only close to 1 GB only, for example, less than 1 GB. What about remaining is going to waste or not? You need to pay the cost to your providers, right? So you are unable to use entire resource here. If you go with one application, one server, I mean, that server maybe you can use 100% or only 50% or only 10%. But remaining you need to pay that, right? That's what we have a challenges. So not only high availability, you need to pay for, if it is a monolithic means, if you need to host 100 applications, you need 100 servers. No, I will go with only one server, 100 application. You need to compromise. Again, you need to create auto scaling group, load balancer, complexity is going to increase. Understand? And one server may fail, this entire application may fail. It is not a microservice for different applications. Let's say assume, take a Flipkart. For example, if they not follow any microservice approach, they will follow monolithic approach, means entire Flipkart is running into the any one node or multiple nodes, but entire application will run multiple nodes. If node fails, entire application will down. Understand here. If node fail, entire Flipkart will application will down. But microservice approach, this is running different node, groceries will run different node, and code also different for groceries. Same, mobile's code is different. It is not in the same groceries code. Understand? Mobiles will run separately. Fashion's code different. We are not merged it into the mobile's code, groceries code. When I say different functions, different code functionalities coming means we need to create different images. Now, groceries image separate, mobiles image separate, fashion image separate. When I say image, it's a Docker image. You can run means separately will run. For example, any issues there in groceries, is there an impact on mobiles and fashion? No, right? It's a separated one. If you can take all into the one source code, if you deploy into the one server may fail means entire code will down. Since it is not, it is in same code only all applications running. Understand? So here also, we can do it from here also to manage something here, but it is not 2-3 applications we can manage. If it is a 50, see, if you can see Flipkart, number of applications are there here. Groceries, mobiles, two-wheelers, lot of things are there. In that case, if you can go with monolithic approach, you can manage like a path base. One demo, one war file into the wire, one demo, one war file into mobiles, whatever it is. You can manage it, it is. But the thing is, high availability is very difficult. For example, demo application may down. You need to give access for other server immediately from the demo. You need to host same demo application, one more server to get a high availability concept. Okay, that is very headache process, right? To each application, you are going to create a servers. That is headache process. Complexity is going to increase. Everything is going to increase. To overcome that, we are converting here the jar file to image. We are not going to directly deploy into the server. We can create into the image. That image we are going to access in the form of containers. Is this clear now? If any modifications is there means you need to run goals again, right? The previous war file or jar file is a previous one. If you want to, if you do some updates into the GitHub, you need to run goals. The new jar file will create with the new updates. You need to host into your any server. It's a JBoss or Tomcat. Understand, guys? So what you need to do, simply you can take my GitHub, project one Maven, Jenkins, CI/CD, Docker. You can run the goals and create a Tomcat server and host this web app var into the Tomcat server and try to access. If you have any doubts, just ping me in the group. If you have a very big doubt, I need to spend 1 hour or half an hour time like that. We have a mentors, right? You can connect them. If they are unable to solve your doubt, then reach me. But clear your doubt today itself. Okay. See here. Anyway, what is this? Docker file, right? That is Docker file, right? What it does? Understand, try to understand here. Try to understand what's going on here. What? Okay, you are saying here, right? Okay, leave it for this part first. Understand 7 to 9. What's going on to 7 to 9? Hmm? Yes. Copying the file from target web app var to your Tomcat web apps. Is this clear? But what is from Tomcat here? You are taking Tomcat image, right? You have installed Tomcat on Linux EC2 instance by using wget command. You have installed, you have done so many things, right? Instead of doing that, take a Tomcat image directly. Understand what I'm trying to say? It's a Docker family, right? Now Docker will give Tomcat image directly. No need to do anything from your end. Take the Tomcat image directly and copy that. Tomcat image taken means all directories will be there in the Tomcat like same. See what I'm trying to say here. Yeah, just come back here. I'm in Tomcat, right? ls. I'm able to see all these files, right? If you take image, the required importance files you are able to see there also. From taking image format. Understand what I'm trying to say? That Tomcat you can move your directly Maven var file into your Tomcat target. Here Tomcat you are taking in the form of image. To take in the form of image, what you need to do? Prerequisite. You need to install Docker into your EC2 instance. Understand? If you're so for example, Docker hyphen version. I don't have Docker, right? So let me run that. What is the from, right? Okay, anyway, Docker pull Tomcat. I'm trying to pull the Tomcat here. I'm not, see, I have installed Tomcat here, right? If you remember or not, Jenkins also have done same thing. We have installed Jenkins from the scratch and we have login into that user and password and have entered into that same process I have done by using Docker, right? Just Docker from Jenkins. Once Jenkins is installed into that in the form of image, I ran that image, container is created. I have logged into the container. I will take the password from the default password from the container, not from the EC2 instance. Understand? Anyway, so same thing here also I can do it. I can take Tomcat image directly instead of installing Tomcat wget by using. That is for Linux process. Okay, Tomcat download. Tomcat download, if you can take here, this is not image format, right? GIF format or tar format. It will run on your EC2 instance. You can unzip or untar it and you can use it. But image, it will give Docker, not this Tomcat official page. Maybe Tomcat official page also they are giving image. I think recently they have added, I think so. Okay, it is not there now. Okay, so you need Tomcat. You came to Apache Tomcat web page, official website. Now you need Tomcat from where? Docker. So you need to go Docker Hub. I need Docker Hub. So go to Docker Hub. You need Tomcat. See, Docker pull Tomcat. Take it. And Tomcat K means it's installed Tomcat in your lab. I mean, in your EC2. You need to understand like that. Go to inside. give the path, you can access. Understand? Okay. But you need Docker into your EC2 to do this activity. And now come to here. One more file. Try to understand, guys. We are going to spend at least 6 days on the Docker. You will get a clarity much. See, Kubernetes I have started 18 days back for your 730 batch. Still it is going on. Okay, next. What is this? Just leave it for this, okay? What is this? What's going on here? Understand first 1 to 5. See, we have installed Maven install command, right? Take Maven also in the form of image. Now again, see from the source code, everything handled by Docker now. Understand? From the source code, you have installed Maven in your EC2 instance. You have installed Tomcat into your EC2 instance. I mean, your EC2 instance directly access your Maven Tomcat directly. But I don't want to run these into my EC2 instance. Why? I don't want to create multiple EC2 instances. I want to go with this microservices approach. So I can effort only for only one EC2 instance. Then create one EC2 instance and install Docker on that EC2 instance and do it for the image format, all the things. So same process I have done. See from Maven. Okay, this is I'm taking Maven image and creating some directory by using run command and go to the directory by using cd like work directory and copy dot and run mvn package. What is this? MVN package means what, guys? Goals. If it will not run, 8 will work or not? Understand now? 8 will work if you run goal in the 5. If you run goal only, here var file will generate into the target. That's what 8 will work. If 5 will not run, 8, there is no file in the web-app.var will get an error. See, whatever process we have done now, same process I'm trying to do by using Docker. Understand what I'm trying to say now? But this is not a monolithic approach. On the same EC2 instance, I can download thousands of applications since it is a 10 MB, 20 MB size only. Clear? Yeah. Okay. Copy dot means what? Understand it, guys. Till here, what's going on? Creating a directory. Okay. Creating directory, move to directory. But why need to go to double dot means what here? Go for back to one step, right? Single dot means current directory. Double dot means go to one step back. Understand? Why? To run MVN package, your pom.xml should be outside, right? You should be outside, right? If you run in the app, understand, if you run MVN package inside app, but this app, there is no pom.xml. You need to clone before. Whenever you clone the repository, it will install your project directory, like project 1. See like this, right? Let me show you here. Anyway, I will show you the labs. Whenever you clone the repository from the Git, this is the project 1, right? This is a project 1, right? Now what you are saying, I don't want to go with this one. Okay, you have downloaded, I can understand. Create one more directory here. That's what Docker file is saying. Create one more directory. What is the directory name? Huh? App, right? Directory name is what? App, and go to app. Okay. Let's come now. mkdir app. Created. Go to work directory. That instruction is work directory here. CD. Anything is there here? You need to copy this entire project into app, right? For that, what you need to do? Copy from here to here. This is two steps, one step back, right? App is one step back. If you want to go see CD double. Project is there, right? Copying entire project to app directory. Understand? Otherwise, leave it for the two steps directly. You can run it also, no problem. So copy this entire process into that app directory. Now you can run your Maven goal. Otherwise, instead of creating that, simply Maven, same, there is a project document is there, project directory is there, copy. Copy also not required. This three is not required. Directly run MVN package. Understand? Yeah. And after that, take the Tomcat, and this is Docker multi-build Docker file. Docker, there is a two type of file, single build, multi-build. This is multi-build. Dependency is there, right? Whenever Maven will create, after the Tomcat will come. Single file means just only this one. Your Maven has to do manual process. Whenever you run a Maven, you can take this process, single Docker file. But here I'm going to automate everything, Maven and Tomcat also. Take the Git clone, run the Docker file, image will create directly. That image you can run, container will create. You can give access to the public. Two steps only, very easy steps. No need to follow this entire process. Understand? Since it is managed by that guys. Who that guys? Docker guys. Is this clear? Yeah. So by using Docker file, we are going to learn how to build Python, how to build Node.js, how to build Java applications and all. First, we can do it by manual process. The same manual steps will come to the Docker only. See, these steps only manually we have done, right? In the manual steps, we can say to Docker in the form of Docker instructions. These are the instructions only: from, run, work directory, copy, run, from. It will repeat 7 instructions. If you want to create a directory, give the run instructions. If you want to copy the something, copy instructions. If you want to move instructions. These instructions will come. Okay. So from tomorrow, we can start Docker. So prerequisite for Docker, you need to understand. In the very starting demos, I have explained already, right? Difference between virtualization, physical server, Dockerization. Just to go through the slide once and come tomorrow. Okay, bye guys. So coming 30 days are very, very important. Yeah, Maven through Jenkins also. Okay, I'll do one thing. Anyway, tomorrow I will complete Maven through Jenkins. Then we can directly jump to Docker and Kubernetes. Better. Thanks, Aditya. I forget that actually. Okay, guys, bye.